and welcome to my wheel spin series where I let a wheel decide what I do in The Sims 4. In the first video in this series, I created a household. I let a wheel decide how many Sims and what kind of Sims we would have in the household. Then I randomized aspiration and traits and preferences and all those things. So let me show you who we're working with. So the wheel told us in our family we had to have 2 adults and 2 children. And for us that meant we ended up with 1 elder who is the grandpa. We have his daughter, who is then a mother to 2 children, 1 teen, and then 1 toddler. The elder, Jacob, wants to be a championship rider. He is clumsy, a party animal, and an idealist. And then, like I said, I did random generate a whole bunch of preferences, turn-ons and turn-offs, and all those things. The daughter, Beatrice, wants to have inner peace. So she's all to do with wellness. However, she is shady, a love bug, and lactose intolerant. Then we have Alexandria, her teen daughter. She has the country caretaker aspiration and is childish, and practice makes perfect. And then finally, we have the youngest in the household. We have Ali, who is a toddler at the moment, so no aspiration, but he is a charmer. So today we are going to be building a house for this family. And obviously it's all going to be based off their preferences, what they want to do with life. So we're going to need space for a horse for Jacob. We're going to want to have some wellness stuff for Beatrice. And I was also thinking, because she is shady, we might have a small business so that she can have the shady alignment. And then obviously we want to make the kids' rooms to their likings with their color preferences and all things like that. But first, I'm going to go ahead and spin for what world we're going to live in. Okay, so here I've got a wheel with all of the worlds that I thought would be good to live in. I did take off a couple, like the vampire world and stuff like that. Things that were just a little bit too themed, just because I didn't think it would be fun, honestly. So here are our options, and I'm just going to spin the wheel. Let's go. This is going to make a big difference because I think we're going to have to make the house at least kind of fit the world. Oh, Tartosa. Okay, that's interesting. I know Tartosa is actually a very well-loved world. I don't think I've ever built there before though, to be honest. So this is interesting. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so I'm grabbing our household and we're going to go to Tartosa. And I think I might take us out to this empty lot here. I think that's a good size. It's 30 by 30, so it's not too big, not too small. But next what we have to do is randomize our budget. Currently, after moving into the lot, we have 23,500 simoleons. But I'm going to spin to see if we get that starter home budget or if we get 30, 40, 50, or 60,000 simoleons. I didn't want to go too high. I didn't want to put 100K on there or anything, because that just seemed like that's a lot, honestly, especially when they're all not going to have good jobs and income and stuff. So I think this is a good start. However, I think basically anything under 40K is going to be hard. I think if we have starter or 30, it's going to be actually quite hard to put in everything we want. So fingers crossed we get I think 40 or 50, okay, is what I'm hoping for. Did I get what? Oh, yes, 40. Okay, that is kind of perfect. That's what I was thinking would be the ideal budget. So that's really good. Put our simoleons up to 40,000. Okay, before I get started, let's set out a list of things we want to include. So I want space for at least 1 horse, at least a very basic sort of covered area and things like that. We are going to need some place for meditating and yoga. We should probably get the little bird and rabbit stumps for Alexandria. And we could maybe even get a little chicken coop or something, a little farm area outside. It works with the horse, some chickens, and then my little guy Ali. I mean, we just need some toddler stuff, right? So place for animals, place for wellness, place for toddler is the basic line of it. 4 bedrooms, maybe a small business if we can make that work. Okay, I've got no idea what kind of build I'm doing here, to be totally honest. I guess making it fit the world would obviously make sense. So I think a lot of balcony space like this would be good. Trying to start small. I feel like I can often overdo it to start with, and all of a sudden I've got this massive house that I don't know what to do with. So I mean, I think this looks like it would probably be the sensible place to make the business, the little side part of the build. Oh, Wedding Stories has 1 fence, which is kind of beautiful. I don't know, it's kind of a lot, but I kind of also want to use stuff from Wedding Stories packs since we randomized this world, you know? That does mean we could use these windows, which I do love. I think I need to double check what colors they like and dislike. I wonder whose house this is. Have they moved into Grandpa's house, or does Grandpa live with Beatrice? Okay, so Beatrice doesn't like any colors, but she dislikes blue and pink, which is fine. They're not just the best colors, that's fine. Jacob, however, likes pink but dislikes red and grey. But it might be interesting to try and make the build not using any blue and pink, like at least for like the main exterior and like living areas and stuff, so that it's like built to like her liking sort of thing. I mean, we could just do this lovely wood color. Okay, we've not got any short or height doors. Maybe we could use one of the funky doors from Businesses and Hobbies though. The woods aren't quite the same, but they're close. Oh, that's a really close match. Oh, that's beautiful. I would love to use that on both sides, but depending on the floor plan, that might not be possible. It's also a ridiculously big door for such small balconies. On that note, I think I do want to work a little bit more on the floor plan, because at this rate, I don't know if it's actually big enough still. So, I mean, it needs 4 bedrooms. So now I'm looking at it, it's obviously not big enough. Right, well, that's 2 bedrooms. Okay, 3 bedrooms and counting. Okay, now I've made this area accessible from outside. I'm thinking maybe we don't need the door from inside, so we can make this a room and it not be weird. Okay, in theory, I can fit 4 bedrooms up here. So that, or I've got to try and fit a bedroom in down here. Maybe this needs to be wider. I don't know if I've got the money to make the house bigger, now I think about it, but this might be better. 4 bedrooms, kids' ones are a bit small, but we've not even got a lot of money to furnish them, so it's probably good that they're small. Then we've got a bathroom. The stair placement is not good. I think this living area is actually way too big as well. I think this is going to be one of those situations where it's like, we'll have room to expand upon it in gameplay. Okay, I'm just going to start spacing out the living area. Oh my god, our budget is like gone. Oh no. Okay, I've just shrunk the back of the house a little bit. I think that's necessary. We could also just get rid of this balcony section completely. Okay, once again, it's changed. I think this is better. I made the house smaller again. I think I may also have to make this section smaller, which I'm not pleased about. Okay, so I think this is our final layout. So we've got a kitchen wrapping around here, dining space here, living room there. This is going to be the small business with an attached bathroom. Upstairs, we have a bathroom, 4 bedrooms. We've got a little terrace area and then also an outdoor space, which we need for the horse. And I've already used over half my budget. I feel like this style of house looks good with a tile. Maybe just go very simple beige tile. Very different for me, I've never done that. I think I'm just gonna get 2 yoga mats. So there's one for her and one for like customers. And this is like a little yoga studio, so this can probably have wood. We'll get the little kiosk that we need. And I think given that we're low on budget, let's go ahead and get all of the walls painted. I'm debating something like this. I especially like this green color because Beatrice actually, as you can see, she's basically wearing that color. So that could be interesting. Oh, I like that tile. Oh, maybe this cute green in the bathrooms. Yeah, I think this place is gonna be very green. Okay, this looks a little bit wacky at the moment, but I'm trying to preempt what kind of color flooring and stuff they might like based on what I remember from their preferences. I'll hopefully have money to make these all a bit more stylish, but just for now. Okay, that's everything painted. Beatrice doesn't like mission decor and industrial decor. That's good. I don't think I would use any of that. She does like Cosmolux though. And Jacob likes modern and basics. So let's sort of take a look what we can find within those preferences. What vibe is Cosmolux? Oh, okay. She could probably have that bed. We can maybe include this sofa set. It's a lot of stuff under modern. We could probably use, oh, these are fun. Those dining chairs might be good. We could get the couch in the green color. I guess the rug is probably gonna decide like an additional accent color for us, or we just keep it very simple. It could be very sort of light and bright in here. Oh, that glass color matches. I don't know, maybe I should make it a bit funkier. I feel like it's looking real bland. Okay, what about this instead? A little bit funkier, a little bit more fun. Right, now I need to pick a kitchen set, which when I say pick, I mean probably gonna have to use the base game one. That color does match really well though. Have these appliances. That actually doesn't look too bad. Like this wall could do with a tile. Extra pop of color. Oh, that's really cute. Look, it's got like the tiniest smidge of pink and blue, but ignore it. That's so cute. Okay, obviously this is very bland at the moment, but I'm gonna make sure we've got everything we need before I then add in like the fun stuff. So let's go upstairs and work on bedrooms. I'm in build mode and Ali just acquired the movement skill. I'm gonna start with Allie's room. I am gonna keep this floor and wallpaper, I think. Basically, we just randomized colors for him to wear because they don't have preferences. And we came up with like this bright blue and sort of a dark purple, actually, to be fair. But dare I say it was more like that. Maybe that'll be fun. Maybe it could be kind of space themed, I don't know. But yeah, he is a charming toddler, so take from that what you will, I guess. He's gonna need a potty. Probably could put that in the bathroom. I mean, also he doesn't need a potty, to be fair, but I'll be nice. He can have this toy chest almost as like a little nightstand. He can get some books up here. I think this is the cheapest doll's house. It's honestly probably too small of a room to have a doll's house, but he can have the blue Blarfy. No, I don't really want to go for the space theme. The little rainbows is very cute. I'll get him these blocks because that's good for their thinking skill. Oh, maybe size down this dollhouse tiny because that's great for the color scheme. Maybe we could get one of these little height charts. This wall really needs something though, doesn't it? Maybe just something like this. Honestly, like we really can't be having a lot. So we can add an extra toy. Or maybe we could have the little Tooth Fairy poster. Another one. Big fan of the Tooth Fairy. All right, I think that's cute. I also love how I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna put the basics before I add any extra, and then I did all this. But you need these things for a toddler, so yeah. Okay, let's move on to Beatrice's room. Obviously, we can't have any blue or pink, and she does prefer Cosmolux decor, which is basically what we've already got here. I got out this bed and these nightstands. Oh, this is really good. The cheapest dresser is actually technically Cosmolux. Does it really fit there? No, but we're gonna pretend it does. I feel like she's gonna need at least something on the wall. Like I said, I'm trying not to overdo it, even though I kind of did in here. But we can come back for things like lamps and stuff later. Let's get like necessities. But I think at least one wall decoration would be good. Maybe a mirror, since that is functional as well. Okay, that is pretty cute. And then I guess we could think about what she might want out on the balcony. This actually is a great spot for her meditation stool. We could just put that here. Oh gosh, we really should have something else. This is a little bit boring, but it is like the cheapest sort of big plant. I think we can come back and add more here if we have the funds. Let's move on to the teens room now. Okay, so Alexandria likes black and grey, as you might be able to tell, but she dislikes blue and brown. She likes contemporary and mid-century decor. She dislikes Art Deco and vintage. And in general, she's kind of like a bit fancy. She likes polished fashion, that kind of thing. I think she's just kind of like put together for a teen. Okay, these are the bed options. I kind of like this one, but honestly, to keep it as cheap as possible, we might want to go for this one, which is pretty good. I like the little pattern on it. I did also pick out this rug, which I don't know if it now clashes though. Oh, it's only a few, it's 300 more simoleons for this one, but I just think I prefer that, so maybe we will try it. Maybe she could have this paneling. It's that or the fully grey. The paneling is kind of cute, I guess. She is into animals and does like thanatology, and this is from that pack. Is this kind of really weird though? I don't know, maybe it's cool. I wouldn't usually use it, but the point of this build is to do stuff based on the randomized traits and stuff. So I guess like leaning into it is what matters the most. Okay, what else could she have? I mean, a desk might be a good idea. I don't even know if that really fits. Maybe the door needs to go over. Just barely. Oh, that mirror is expensive. Oh, maybe never mind. I mean, it's kind of cute. It's simple for now, but like I said, let's get the basics, come back. Although, I mean, we've got 11,000. No, just keep going. Okay, then for Grandpa, old Jacob. So he likes pink but dislikes red and grey. And he likes modern and basics. Okay, maybe we could keep that bed but in this swatch instead. This is modern apparently. Oh, this is an interesting wall. A little bit more neutral. Okay, he is a party animal, so I'm thinking of making sure he has some music in his room. Now, I do know this is kind of a bad idea, but I'm doing it anyway. Is the pink carpet too much? Yeah, let's not do that. Maybe the beige. Is that expensive? Not too much. I was just thinking since he wants to be a horse rider. Oh, that's perfect. The pink. Okay, I'm changing the stairs. I just can't do the white. It doesn't look good. That wood actually matches the windows better. It's just darker than I wanted it to be. Maybe that one's better. I don't love it, but it's okay. Gonna do the bathrooms now. And we've got a toddler, so we do need a tub. So hopefully I can get a combo. The potty can just go in the toddler's room, maybe. I don't know if that's still gonna be functional, but it's probably fine. Okay, and then this one is a public bathroom for the business. And I'm gonna have a little separate toilet room so people could come in and like wash their hands without using the toilet. That gives like more public bathroom vibes, I think. There you go, that's cute. Let's do the business room now. I think having a whiteboard is definitely a good idea. We might even need more yoga mats though. Maybe I'll just set it up with 2 for now. And then when we get into gameplay, we can maybe add more in. I did also want to have some meditation stools. Ooh, that's so expensive. Yeah, and my like dream is to have like a wall of mirrors, but yeah, that's not gonna happen. This is the saddest business ever. I did also want to get a spot to sell things because we could probably, I don't know, if we're going to have like chickens and stuff, we could sell their eggs. It's going to be a weird business. Okay, this might be kind of weird, but how do we feel about this color scheme and stuff? I kind of like it, so I'm gonna try it. I wouldn't have usually done the dark wood, but we've obviously got to incorporate the dark wood from the doors. So I think it's zen and I think it will do. Oh, really? It would be good to have windows on this, wouldn't it? Oh, I don't have money for more windows. That's probably good. Some natural light for the class. Hands off the small business. Okay, the final sort of basic thing we need, even though this sounds ridiculous, is we need like horse stuff, you know? If we're planning on getting a horse, we are going to need to provide for said horse. Luckily, the horse ranch stuff is actually super cheap. Oh god, it makes this place so weird though. You know, I feel like it was relatively normal and then you add in like horse jumps. I always hate the roofs, but this might be the best we're gonna get. I did use this little item from Wedding Stories, but Wedding Stories itself doesn't even come with a roof texture. So I don't really know what they want you to match this to. Maybe it's this one? I guess that is close. It's ugly though, I'm not doing that. So we got this little covered area for the horse and we've got like the essentials. Then we also would like maybe a chicken coop. This one actually kind of matches, funnily enough. If we're gonna have animals, this should probably be like properly fenced in, or we just do like this. Couple of fenced off sections. Oh, well, and that's the matching fence. Yikes. Well, that looks stupid. Okay, maybe we do that instead for the chickens. And then over here, they can have the big fancy gate. What a ridiculous build. Oh, yeah, since I'm doing this for gameplay, I guess I don't want to cheat to unlock the birds and rabbits and things. Like if I'm including it just for the sake of like aesthetics and vibes, then I'll just cheat for it. But since it's going to be part of our gameplay, I'll leave that. We'll have to go to Hemford on Bagley. Okay, so we've still got 4,000 simoleons left and we've got basically everything we need, I think. So let's go in and actually add basically anything because this living area is so sparse. I've just remembered that Beatrice actually is shady and this is going to be her business, so it's actually kind of good that it's not that good of a business. Do you know what I mean? Like, she doesn't care about you. She just wants your money. Right, we've got to do something about these walls because this is not fun. The brick accent is kind of fun, but yeah, I don't know if it doesn't really fit the vibes here, does it? Nor does that. It's a bit like too, oh, actually now I think about it, it probably comes under industrial, which we don't want. This is the wallpaper that we have from Wedding Stories, which like isn't really all that much more interesting, especially given, oh, I was going to say, like, given their color preferences, we can't use any of the nice colors, but we could just go more funky with it. It's a really close match to the kitchen, so that could work. Just adds a bit more vibrancy, kind of makes like the wood tone make more sense. Let's get some clutter in here. It's needed. Oh, you know what? Do you reckon we could get cabinets? Because that would be really nice. Oh, are these the matching ones? I don't know if I want cabinets. I wonder if something like this would be fun, since we're like a family style home. There is also this item. Oh, I don't have a kitchen sink. Sorry, I'm just getting out a bunch of stuff. I realize this looks really weird. Oh, I hate the sink. I hate it. Sorry, this is also really distracting having all this stuff. Does that wood tone match close enough or is it bad? I hate the sink. We could just have the window there actually. It's fine, I can move the window. I don't know if that's better. Wait. I'm crisis averting. That's better, isn't it? Okay, fine. Basic kitchen, let's get a little more clutter. Okay, I think that's the kitchen done. I don't want to overdo it. Because to be fair, it would be good to have some money left because this is just our entire budget for living. So I think I will keep this. That's pretty cute. Oh, I wonder if these drapey curtains are a good idea. Oh, that's cute. I like that. I've never really used those before, I don't think. And I for some reason, I feel like that helps us tie back into the style of the world as well. Feels a little bit Tartosa. Oh geez, before I forget, let me get a bin. I feel like one near the animals is a good idea. We can probably afford an inside one. I'm reluctant, but we'll just get a teeny one. Just gonna line up some shoes under the stairs. I think that's a pretty good way of easily and cheaply getting some extra decor in here. Then I think this wall could do with some sort of artwork. Oh, this is our option for Cosmolux, which I hate. Maybe something like this wall hanging. Maybe just something like that in the hallway, just so there's, you know, something, anything. I think I'm actually done with the business. I don't want to touch that anymore. Let's relook at the bedrooms. Toddler one is definitely done. She could do with like some lighting. I'm thinking maybe it would be cute if she had just like candles for her wellness vibes. We can also grab her some incense because that will be good for her aspiration. Maybe she could have like a different wall hanging. Hi, just popping in from the future to say that I lost the next 30 minutes footage of me building this house. My game crashed and I guess it like corrupted the video file or something. But all you missed is really me adding like a final few touches in the bedrooms, like a journal in the teens room, I think a bit of decoration in the grandpa's room, and then all the landscaping, which is cute, but you will see that now. Okay, so I think this is the finished build. Let's just take a quick look around the outside. So this is obviously sort of our front facade of the house and the business. Then we've got our little space for the chickens and our horse area. Now, I think I wanted to add more flowers here, but I just tried to do this and my game crashed. So we're just not gonna do that right now, okay? You know what I've not got? Stair railings. Oh no. Oh, and I have got enough money to do it as well. I think that means I have to. Okay, well, we're gonna have to fish or something before we can open the business when we do gameplay. That's fine. That can be one of the things we randomize. But yeah, this is our back door area. We haven't really got anything up here, but that will all come when we make more money actually in gameplay. So going inside, we've got the living area, living, kitchen, dining. It is kind of sparse, but like I think it does the job. It doesn't look completely like unlived in, unfinished, so that's good enough for now. Over here we have the quite simple sort of meditation and yoga business with the bathroom, and then upstairs we have a family bathroom, toddler room, teen room, and then the 2 adult rooms. I love how distinct all the rooms are. They are definitely very stylized. I think you can tell that I was basing them very strongly off of specific Sims, and that's kind of the whole point. So that's really good. And then yeah, this is a final look at the exterior. I love how this came out. I think this has really proved to me that I need to be more brave with debug, because this finished product compared to how it looked before I started adding in all the landscaping and stuff, night and day. This sign was also a bit of a godsend. I think it looks so nice as well. So yeah, this is the finished product of my sort of randomized Sims build. The next thing in this series is going to be me playing with these Sims in this house. And the idea is that I'm going to be randomizing a lot of what we do. So say if someone proposes to us, we might flip a coin to see if we should say yes or no. I might spin a wheel to see what random activity we should do that day. Just lots of things like that. So if you have any ideas for things that could be on that randomized wheel, or ideas for things that we could randomize, I don't know, like maybe we could make a wheel of townies and whoever it lands on, we have to try and date them. I might do that. That's actually kind of a fun idea. But yeah, that will be coming up soon. So if you're interested in that, please do subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. And please like this video if you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.